right ahead. So, another day off work, another vlog. Not a lot to do today. I gotta put an inner tube tire on my bike. I don't think I'm smoking anything. And we got some wedding projects to work on for my best friend's wedding today. And I'm probably gonna rip some of the paneling down in one of our rooms and figure out kind of what's going on behind it. And make a plan for when we convert that room for the other two kids later this year. But right now, I got my teenager out mowing the front yard because that's the best reason to have kids is they'll do your yard work for you. And I got to go weed eat. So that's what we're going to go do now. And we'll see where we end up after that. Hey, look at there. So good news, we have untextured, unfinished drywall. Alright.
You want to go ahead and turn the slide on?
Yep, it's drywall.
Yay! We like to see drywall.
Cool.
Now it's gonna look stupid. The thing's hanging.
Perfect. Nailed it. Alright, so here's the next thing that we're working on today. It used to be my bedroom. It is now going to be my two middle kids' room. We're going to divide it down the middle here. As you can see, it's got these wonderful built-ins. They're great. I love them. Not really. And then it also is our pantry and its closet. Its closet doesn't really work it's not useful. It's in here. So, but that wall, actually underneath that paneling, still has the original outside siding because this was a carport when the house was first built. So what we're doing, we're going to rip all this paneling down, rip out all the trim, rip out all the built-ins, the pantry and all this, and there will be a wall going in that would basically connect those two, not quite, and then another wall that will divide the room down the middle to make it into two rooms for them. Deacon, we're planning to have come back around Christmas time, and my daughter will start coming back over once the world's done ending. So, yeah, that's the plan there. I was just hoping that this beam up here was not as big as it is, but it is actually just encased in drywall, and it's that whole bloody size. So, fortunately, that'll have to stay, and I'll just have to frame around it. And then I pulled the paneling off on both sides just to see what was underneath here because we just didn't know. In the living room, it was drywall with the paneling glued on top. It looks like in here it was drywalled, and then it's got huge gaps in it. Like it was never finished. Like they just put drywall up to hold the paneling on, and it was just nailed, no glue. It doesn't look like. So that's good. I'll just have to do a lot of filling to close that up. But yeah, the next thing I'll do is I'll go in there and I'll hop on the computer and I'm going to kind of render this out a little bit in SolidWorks and make sure that it's really going to all work the way we think it's going to work. I want the space that they're going to space and make my build list and all that kind of stuff for Home Depot. But yeah, over the next month or so, this will be the next big project along with all the wedding projects we got to do that we'll really get started on. So to the computer we go. Okay, so this was our first plan for what we were going to do. And once I had it drawn out and then we pulled a bookcase down and laid in the middle, or one of the built-ins, we could really tell that this just wasn't going to work. So we ended up with these two rooms that were 5 foot 3 1/4 inches wide, a little less than that one's drywall's on the center there, but we'll call them 5 foot wide by 13 foot 8 inches long, and then a 6 foot by 10 foot pantry area. And then also there would have been a cutout up here in the top in the framing where the beam sits. So we were not super excited about it, but each room had its own door, and that was important to me. But it just didn't end up being feasible. So now what we've transitioned to is going to be a little something like this. So now the person in this room will have to pass through this room to get there, but they end up with larger rooms, or at least more usable space. Since it's 6 foot 8.5 inches, you can get a bed in here this way or this way. Same in here, obviously. This room will actually end up having a ton of light with 3 windows. This one will only have 1, but still the same 6 foot by 10 foot pantry and whatever room here, and then one kid's room here and the other one here. So we definitely think this will work out a lot better. This will fall just directly underneath that beam, and I kind of got to get up there and figure out when I get home if I'm going to make, I think this will be out of 2x6s so that it's the same width as that beam approximately, or real close to it when it's all said and done. So that is the plan now, is this design. So you see my light is doing a great job, just hanging out. Did a super great job installing that, but this was interesting. We already kind of knew it was like this, but I hadn't actually seen it with my own 2 eyes. That's the original siding that was put on this house when it was built in '53. Underneath some wall paneling. That's super exciting to see. That just really warms my heart, I tell you. We're gonna deal with that. That's fun. So we're actually taking this door out of here when we wall this in. So there will be the first wall will go here, approximately. Because naturally when they built this cabinet and this closet were not the same width, so I can't just run a wall between the 2 of them and call it a happy-go lucky day. Of course not. So yeah, so there'll be a wall approximately where this one ends. When you guys all over the place. And then another underneath there, so plenty of ingress, egress windows and places for air conditioning in here. So that'll be good for them. I'm about to have to leave to go pick up my son, who's at a water park with his girlfriend and his best friend and his best friend's boyfriend. So I'll go get them picked up and dropped off, and I go to the store. And I guess me and him, because he loves to demo things, will come back and get all this paneling ripped down, because he'll really enjoy doing that. Alright guys, we got a ton done. I'll block that light with my head here, but that closet is down to the last couple of studs there on the corner. Got pretty much everything, drywall and all was coming off in big pieces, which was really nice. And but we got that down. We'll do the other one sometime this week, more than likely, knocking down the other side. But it's taking a little bit longer because I want to save these studs so I can reuse them for the wall that's going up right there. We did get a couple of doors from my wife's mom as well. So I wanted to buy doors. I'll just have to frame them in. And super excited. The siding, the original siding from the house, still on the wall over here, and it's still in really good shape as best we can tell. So I am super excited about that being in good shape. Kind of worried that there might be some lead-based paint on it, so we'll get a test kit for that sometime this week and find out and do whatever we gotta do with that. But other than that, I know we're gonna not have a door here anymore. So I'll box that in, make it look nice. We'll do flooring and such in here, and this will be pantry and 2 bedrooms in, I don't know, 2 weeks. I imagine it'll take us finished. Maybe longer than that. I don't know. However long it takes us to have the money to buy materials. 4 weeks, my wife is saying. 6 weeks, 4 months. It's got to be done by Christmas. So sometime between now and then we'll finish this, but we got a lot done today. Got the yard mowed today. We didn't smoke anything. We had spaghetti. My grandmother's spaghetti recipe for dinner. It's delicious. Love that stuff. So that'll about do it for today. I don't really have anything else going on. Anything else to say? We'll see y'all next time. Bye.